the national championship. The Florida Gators have won the Southeastern Conference Championship. GatorZone is brought to you by Wells Fargo, proud partner of the Florida Gators.
Hey everybody, welcome to another week of GatorZone alongside Megan Parler. Jeff Cardozo here with you, and we are here at one of the greatest places on earth. It reminds me of Field of Dreams. Of course, you know, it says, is this heaven? No, it's Iowa. But this, of course, Gainesville, the Swamp, and it was a tremendous season for Dan Mullen. Tons of great seniors, tons of great freshmen. So many people played and made this a really special place.
Yeah, and thinking about those seniors had back-to-back 10-win seasons. They were undefeated in their Swamp in their last year, and they gave Dan Mullen a pretty cool title. So he's the first ever Florida coach in his first 2 seasons to have 10 wins. Pretty
great with all the great coaches that have been here. So that is incredible, and it was an incredible senior class. And Dan Mullen was so good. He knew the receivers were so good that he started all 4 of them against the Florida State game, those seniors. So let's get some thoughts from assistant coaches on those guys and the rest of this great group.
The senior class is a tough group mentally and physically. This group showed up every Saturday to play, and that was really a fun part to be a part of.
Everything hasn't been easy, but they work to be the best. And at the end of the day, all you care about is how you finish, not what people perceive you as, not what people think you're capable of, but do you go and perform in such a way that you live up to what you guys set out to do at the beginning of the season. And I think that that's what I'll remember about this class, is that it doesn't matter about the outside world, it's about us. And we say that every week. If we play up to our standard, nothing else should matter.
I think when you look, no matter the situation that comes up, good, bad, or indifferent, it was always the next play, play the next situation, and just be relentless in your approach. And that's why we've been able to be so successful the last 2 years.
I think that this senior class has great chemistry. I think that they care about each other. They care about Florida. And I think they believe in each other. I think they like each other. And so I'm just so proud of and fortunate to have been around these guys, and really gonna miss them. We're fortunate to have had them.
This is the class that kind of went through our first true winter conditioning program, and to watch these guys persevere through tough times and then maintain their discipline and their struggle, you know, to be able to persevere through tough times. And, you know, I thought this senior class has been really, really competitive and worked hard in order to accomplish their goals.
They've done everything we've asked them to do, and they've done it with enthusiasm. They've done it on the field, off the field, and they're a great representative of the University of Florida and the Gators in our football program.
They're united and really wanted to be Gators, understand what the Gator standard is, and they took their pride in their role and what they were asked to do on this football team very seriously, and did it to the best of their ability. And with that, that's all you can ask from them each and every day, and they do that very well.
It's been very humbling having an opportunity to not just work with these young men. You know, from my standpoint, I get a chance to, I learn from them on a daily basis still. As a football coach, you're continually growing, you're building those relationships, you're helping them to develop, you're helping them to hopefully at the end of the day, you see a little bit of you as a position coach infused into that player as they're departing the university. And hopefully they've continued to learn those values, but it's been a special opportunity, a special chance for me to get a chance to work with those individuals.
Well, luckily, Jeff, for us and for Gator fans, there's still one more chance to watch that senior class in the postseason, in their bowl game, and one more chance for us to put on the orange and blue and root on the football team.
And one more chance to hear the voice of the Gators. I'm lucky enough to be in the radio booth each and every game, and a whole bunch of oh my's, a whole bunch of exciting moments, many more to come on GatorZone, as we're going to talk a little swimming on the other side of the break.
This is Jerry. Jerry has a membership to this gym, but he's not using it. And he has subscriptions to a music service he doesn't listen to and 5 streaming video services he doesn't watch. This is Jerry learning that he's still paying for this stuff he's not using. He's seeing his recurring payments in Control Tower in the Wells Fargo mobile app. This is Jerry canceling a few things. Booyah. This is Jerry appreciating the people who made this possible. Oh look, there they are.
This is Wells Fargo.
Gatorade packs carbs to refuel and electrolytes to replenish, so you can bring the heat Nothing beats Gatorade.
Every day is game day. At the University of Florida, instead of running the same plays, we draw up new ones. We drive exploration and unleash innovation to imagine solutions for future generations. Below the surface, among the stars, and in the classroom, we bring together the brightest minds to create game-changing impact. We're a team of over 500,000 playing for the world's 7 billion, and we play to win. Game on.
You bleed orange and blue. You do the chomp in your sleep, and your greatest memories are of time spent in the swamp. You're a Gator, and when you're not busy devouring opponents, you're getting down on some Sonny's barbecue. Gator Nation has helped take Sonny's from Waldo Road in 1968 to 125 local barbecue joints and counting today, which is why we proudly sponsor Gator football, Sonny's Barbecue, and the Florida Gators. Two Gainesville traditions that can't be beat.
Gatorade packs carbs to refuel and electrolytes to replenish, so you can bring the heat. Nothing beats Gatorade.
GatorZone is brought to you by Wells Fargo, proud partner of the Florida Gators, and by Gatorade Thirst Quencher, the proven sports fuel.
Hey everyone, and welcome back into GatorZone. Jeff and I hanging out in Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, found a couple chair backs, living the life, and our next student athlete on the swim team only has a 5-hour drive to go home from Miami, and gosh, she's done so many great things in her junior year. She was an All-American already, and just bringing home those wins.
Yeah, I would say she's living the life as well. And that's what's great about living in Florida. You get to swim year-round and do some great things, and she has been great. She had 13 victories her junior season, 7 regular and 6 as a team, so pretty phenomenal stuff. And always phenomenal when someone tries to take our jobs, right?
Yeah.
She wants to be in the journalism industry, being on camera, and she has certainly done some great things already.
Senior Kelly Fertel has been a pivotal part in the success of the undefeated and #1 nationally ranked Florida women's swim team. It's a huge turnaround from her freshman year when they were ranked 26th with a 4-8 record.
Freshman year, a time. I really think that we all came in and we understood that the end goal was to rebuild this program and kind of get it back to its roots and towards success and dominating in the pool and outside of the pool. I think we've done a really good job this year, just being more confident in ourselves. I think over the years we've, although we're still a little bit of the underdogs, just like little by little gaining a little bit more confidence just so we can step up behind the blocks and compete for the best in the nation.
Last year, they split the swim program into 2 teams. This decision, along with their leadership style, proved to be a big part in their accomplishments this season.
I think that's allowed different kinds of attention to be put on the women's program. I think especially in college, there's a lot of differences between what men and women need, especially when it comes closer to taper time. I think this senior class this year also, over the 4 years, has done a really good job of being leaders all together and just like separately. I think everyone really knows their role on the team, and I think in order to be successful, everyone needs to know what they can individually contribute to the overall team success.
Kelly's bond with the team is undoubtedly something very special, but the one she has with Coach Papel is even deeper. Prior to her time at Florida, she swam under Coach Papel at Gulliver Swim Club and won back-to-back state titles.
Kelly is she's the energy source, and the spark plug for our program. I mean, anybody that comes in contact with Kelly, figures that out real quick. I mean, she's a huge personality. Obviously, puts not just her teammates in the University of Florida first, but like I said, she's the genuine caring individual, and wants everybody else around her to be every bit as successful as she has been, individually. So she's very giving. Our team feeds off of that energy. And again, as a senior, she's going to be a really hard person for us to replace, after this year, because, so much of what she brings, to the table day in, day out, isn't something that's, learned or taught, so to speak. It really just comes from her personality, her upbringing, who she is. But like I said, we all understand that, the important role that she plays within our program. when we compete, day in, day out in training, and we do it obviously in a competition, we look very much to Kelly Fertel to be able to provide that spark, to kind of get everybody going.
Kelly brings a lot of charisma to the team in a sense of somebody who speaks her mind and somebody who is not afraid to tell people what we should be doing and let people know that it's okay to have fun while at practice or joke around at practice. And she's also really loud, so that makes practice a little bit more fun and meets a little bit more fun. There have been many times that things have been hard, but she makes it a lot better just because of how her outlook on life is.
Swimming for the orange and blue is a great honor to Kelly, and she's grateful for every moment.
I think it's something that you can't really put a word on it or describe it. I think it's more of, we've put in 4 years of such hard work that, I could sit here and I can, write a book about, all the stories and all the things that I've learned. But at the end of the day, I think I've been able to grow as a person and as a swimmer here in so many more ways that I can even describe.
As Fertel continues to be a leader both in and out of the pool, she looks to make a deep postseason run with her team. For GatorZone, I'm Maddie Camporisi.
All right, Maddie, thank you very much. So a senior there that's going to do some great things with the rest of her life, and there's some other seniors on campus that may not get a ton of recognition, but they are really, really important to the success of the student athletes here. And we see them always on the turf, the field, and doing all these things, but nobody knows who they are, and it's phenomenal of how important they really are.
Yeah, Jeff, the volleyball managers are some of the best in the business. Aaron, Camille, and Grace couldn't be nicer human beings, and we kind of joke they almost have it harder than the student athletes because they're doing everything the student athletes are doing. They don't get as many excused absences, and they have to be there before and after the student athletes leave. So Jacob, kind of follow them around, and we'll see what it's like a day in the life of these volleyball student managers.
Behind the scenes at the Florida Gator volleyball program, there's a core of unsung heroes. Coaches and players alike will tell you success wouldn't be possible without their contributions. Meet the Florida volleyball student managers.
Spring of my senior year in high school, I was talking to my old volleyball coach, and I was like, so I'm not playing anymore, but how do I stay involved with volleyball? Because I know I'll miss it. And so she was telling me, well, have you ever heard about being a manager? I was like, no, what's that?
And we will get interest, and then we bring them in and tell them the reality of what it's like to be a manager, and then we wait for the next one to call.
In the case of seniors Grace Pickron, Camille Nieves, and Aaron Gordon, no extra phone calls were needed. They embraced their role with the program.
So being a manager, you're basically just helping set up everything to make sure it looks great, and it's a great experience for the players and the coaches, and you're just helping around shagging balls, doing gear, just making sure everything looks good and is ready to go for game day and practice.
Obviously, manager role is not the most glamorous job, but it's the people you do it with that make it what it is. So we just try to have fun with it with as much as we can.
Yeah, it's definitely, it goes on a day-to-day basis. Like some days it's really hectic and you'll see us all running around everywhere, or there's some days where it's more relaxed. So it has its it depends on the day, but it's definitely fun. It keeps you on your toes. The managers just help kind of keep practice going on track, making it easier for coaches to kind of give instructions on what the next drill is instead of scrambling to set up. So we're kind of on top of that. And so we do practice, and then we make sure gear is in order for game day or helping travel. So we're pretty much just trying to keep the team going on track forward instead of worrying about the little details.
Coaches and players may not always see how those little details get taken care of, but they know and understand the impact of those efforts.
When our practices are run smoothly, when the turnaround between the uniforms, when other teams have no issues practicing when they come in, all those little things, that's on our managers.
They make it just so effortless in practice, but also in games on travel. I mean, they allow us to kind of forget some stressful things that might be going on by taking care of it. I mean, they just do such a great job.
They are so important to this team, whether it be our jerseys are in our locker rooms at the same time. We would not be dressed every single match if it wasn't for them. The balls that they shag in practice, the scoring.
They don't ever get the recognition or glory, and they work so hard long before practices start and long after they end. The players probably, and the coaches, this coach probably don't even understand all that they do.
But just everything that they bring to this program, it wouldn't run as smoothly without our managers. They're there every day. They don't always get the thank yous or the recognition that they should. And I try to thank them, bring light to their day, but they're so important to this team because they make it run smoothly.
All three have sacrificed a lot over the last 4 years for the volleyball program, and they will leave the University of Florida with lasting lessons, memories, and relationships.
We have hardworking, very responsible people who are a delight to be around. And that, honestly, that's what you're looking for in a manager.
I don't know what it's like in any other program, but they're so nice to us. It's literally like if they're friends and if we're players, it's like we're just all like one big family.
I have absolutely learned time management and working kind of under pressure, making sure that little details don't fall through the cracks. I think those are all valuable things that I'll definitely take on to the workforce and in my life in general.
I always tell people it's not about what you do, but the people you do it with. And with Mary, Dave, and Shannon, like they give me the confidence to go into coaching, and they have just been amazing mentors about what they think is best for me moving forward, and they've been such advocates for me.
I mean, I always used to watch Gator Volleyball when I was younger, and always looked up to Mary Wise, and so like working for her has just been amazing, and being a part of that success. And I mean, I will carry these memories for forever.
Definitely the friendships that I've made, the people that I've met, playing for Florida, of course, being a manager for Florida. I mean, not a lot of people have gotten that opportunity, and I'm so grateful like that I got it and that I was here and that I'm a part of like the Gator Volleyball program and part of like the University of Florida. Just so grateful.
And all of our managers, they do it with such a degree of responsibility and a work ethic, and as I said before, and they're so pleasant. They are the consummate managers.
From the coaching staff to the players, everybody involved with Florida Volleyball is thankful for the lasting impact and contributions from these three. For GatorZone, I'm Jacob Lovelace.
Well, thanks so much, Jacob. Great piece. And those managers have a lot more work ahead of them because volleyball is dancing and we got the postseason now.
Yeah, we've got some more work ahead of us too, as we are going to look back on what was hopefully a great Thanksgiving holiday for everybody.
True problem solvers are unmistakable. They change the story's outcome. That's who you find at UF Health, where each breast cancer patient gets a whole team of experts working together on a precisely tailored plan. We don't just treat patients, we move medicine forward.
GatorZone is brought to you by Wells Fargo, proud partner of the Florida Gators, and by Gatorade Thirst Quencher, the proven sports fuel.
Dippin' Dots, get your ice cold Dippin' Dots. These are really good. You want something?
I'm gonna do cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream. We're out of that one.
Oh.
I think I ate it all for Thanksgiving because I don't really like vegetables, so it was more of an ice cream kind of thing for me.
I mean, a lot of people like the sides and dessert, so you're right on.
You're
right on par. Well, obviously, our student athletes are always willing to give time back, and during the Thanksgiving holiday is the perfect time. So our softball team went to a local church, packed different bags of food and clothes to kind of help those families in need this Thanksgiving holiday.
That's one of the special times for student athletes. Just love giving back to the community. So here's Joe with more on what these student athletes did over the Thanksgiving holiday.
Before the holiday, the Gator softball team got in the Thanksgiving spirit by doing some charity work for the community. The team headed to Trinity Methodist Church to pack bags of food for families in need this holiday season with the Alachua County Thanksgiving Basket Drive.
So it's the Alachua County Thanksgiving Basket Drive, and we work with 35 different local community agencies to collect food to provide Thanksgiving dinners to families in need in Alachua County.
We always look forward to it. It's one of our favorite things that we get to do when we do Goodwill Gators. We love being able to give back to the community. They always, our fans and everyone, they're so supportive, and just this community altogether is very loving and supporting, and we just wanted to find a way that will give back to them, especially during the holidays. Thanksgiving is always one of the best times of the year, and there's families in need, and we just love that we are able to help in a small way give back to those in need.
Being able to do Goodwill Gators, I was really looking forward to it because I saw previous years them do it every year, and it just looked so fun to be able to come off the field and get together as a team and do something bigger for the community and for the people who actually come and support us all the time, just to give back to them, especially during this time of Thanksgiving when it's one of the most thankful times and something to be grateful for.
I like looking at these. I might find some stuff that I can buy for
The food drive is an annual tradition for the Gators. The team says the event helps not only the community, but the team bond as well.
It's refreshing. I mean, we're always going hard all the time, so it's nice to be able to just have time together where we're just kind of goofing around, but having, being serious, kind of helping out in a small way, and just getting to know each other a little bit more off the field and doing something really special for the community at the same time.
It's great to see their heart and their spirit. They're having a blast out here today, and it's wonderful to see them in this environment to really give back, and you can tell they're really having a good time.
Wait, what do you got?
50.
Okay, 51. That's going to be hard to put in there. Let me think.
The Thanksgiving holiday is a special time for many families, and the work the Gators do every year packing food greatly impacts the community.
I think it's so wonderful, so many of us get to sit down with our families at Thanksgiving and share a meal together and fellowship and really enjoy each other's company around a special meal. And so it's such a great opportunity for us to be able to help the community, for those of us who aren't as fortunate to be able to still have that special meal.
It's just such a small way for us to give back to such a big cause, and I just feel like it's really refreshing and it's eye-opening just to, be able to do something for them, whether, we play a sport, so to be able to do something small for them, and it's really cool.
Thanks to the Gators' work, families across Alachua County were able to enjoy the holiday with a good meal. For GatorZone, I'm Joe Prozac.
All right, Joe, thank you very much. It's just so rewarding to watch the student athletes be able to do that. And hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. We know you enjoyed that Saturday after Thanksgiving, as Florida, of course, pulled a whooping on the Florida State Seminoles. So I'm sure we'll see something in top plays.
Yeah, Jeff, and it's awesome that December means postseason and things are wrapping up, and it's the holidays and the best time. So we got to get to our last break here on GatorZone, but we'll have all of those plays right after the break.
Gatorade packs carbs to refuel and electrolytes to replenish, so you can bring the heat. Nothing beats Gatorade.
This is Jerry. Jerry has a membership to this gym, but he's not using it. And he has subscriptions to a music service he doesn't listen to and 5 streaming video services he doesn't watch. This is Jerry learning that he's still paying for this stuff he's not using. He's seeing his recurring payments in Control Tower in the Wells Fargo mobile app. This is Jerry canceling a few things. Booyah. This is Jerry appreciating the people who made this possible. Oh look, there they are.
This is Wells Fargo.
Some people just love to solve problems. They spot a need and they get to work. That's who you find at UF Health, where a world-renowned team uses deep brain stimulation to help patients with Parkinson's disease. We don't just treat patients, we move medicine forward.
The 2019 Metro by T-Mobile Orange Bowl Basketball Classic doubleheader is coming to the BB&T Center on Saturday, December 21st. Catch every shot as the South Florida Bulls take on the Florida State Seminoles in Game 1. Then, watch the Utah State Aggies face off against the Florida Gators in Game 2. Tip-off is at 12 noon. Purchase a family 4-pack and get 4 doubleheader tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 bags of chips, and 4 sodas for just $99 while supplies last. 2 exciting games, 1 ticket. Visit orangebowl.org.
Gatorade packs carbs to refuel and electrolytes to replenish, so you can bring the heat. Nothing beats Gatorade.
It's our favorite time of year. It's crossover time. We got basketball going on, football's ending, volleyball. There's so much going on. So Jeff, your favorite time?
Nice.
Think fast.
Yeah, you can get this and many more. A lot of great things to get ready for the holidays. But right now, we get you ready with some exciting top plays.
Today's top plays are brought to you by Nike. And then play fake Trask throws underneath the Swain. Swain 15, Swain 10, Swain 5, Swain dead! Touchdown! Hell my! Freddie Swain, 19-yard touchdown catch, and the Gators lead 6-0. The snap to Jones on a rocker step, jumps back to throw, and fires in the end zone. Touchdown! Laser strike to Van Jefferson, and the Gators lead 36-10.
Very good by Emory Jones. Rocker step, you've seen that back to the Tim Tebow days. He rocker step, then he turned like he was going to throw a quick screen out to the right, but in the meantime, Van Jefferson's running a quick post for him.
And Rachel Kramer.
Watt can release early and defend Watson. Wow, Riley Fisher on a great get.
And the tip shot from Hammonds. Fisher for Florida. Kramer down the line. Back row attack Melville. Pancake save Monserrat. Wow.
Mia Sokolowski. Register her an assist, folks. This one off the hands of Mia Sokolowski.
And
is going to be a kill for Paige.
Just there to get the pancake. Sokolowski with the set. Hammond from the pipe in the back row. Hammonds again. That's out. McKenna Melville misses the attack, and the Florida Gators are winners.
Well, I hope you love the top plays, as we always do, and I found a top hat here in the wintertime and a nice little jacket to get me through.
So you're ready, Jeff. All right, I got stuff for Ever, Millie, Sawyer, maybe something for myself, Denver. I'm pretty much set.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
One-stop shop.
It is always great times here in the South End Zone, so make sure you stop by, grab that orange and blue gear, because as we know, this Gator logo right here means everything. And throughout this holiday season, you can get your Gator stuff and still follow Florida Gators in many different ways.
That's right, Jeff. We got you covered on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. And Jeff's new favorite, TikTok.
I do love TikToks. Just quick little seconds and to show off my dance moves and have a whole lot of fun. Well, hope you guys had fun today. We always do here on GatorZone. For my partner,
Megan Parler,
and the wonderful camera work for Nicole, I am Jeff Cardozo. See you guys next time.
Hey, great job today, Coach.
You know me, I'm all about relentless effort. Every day, 100%. Those are my expectations, Tom. You want to be successful, you have to give 100%. You have to give 100%.
Catch the coaches on Gator Talk live every Thursday night from 7 to 8 at Celebration Point, where Gators come to celebrate.
Hi, I'm your host, Smokey Cole Bear. Filling in for Smokey, because after 75 years of...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Turns out there's much more to say. Nearly 90% of wildfires are caused by us humans being careless, dumping our used barbecue coals willy-nilly. Guess the song was wrong. We did start the fire. That's why I respect Mother Nature and her trees, whether coniferous or new car scented. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.